What's going on? Yes, Relayer. This is Sound Chaser, Side 2. Sound Chaser. Sound Chaser contains elements of jazz fusion and funk arrangements. Mraz was asked to devise an introduction to the song during his audition with the band. His contribution was finalized after 1 or 2 takes and used on the final version. He considered his Moog synthesizer solo at the end a highlight moment in his performance on the album, but felt that the keyboards overall were buried in the final mix. Okay, so like I was saying, maybe it's mix. Maybe that's what's going on. Howe thought the track was an indescribable mixture of Patrick's jazzy keyboards and my weird sort of flamenco electric guitar, yet he disliked Mraz's initial choice of chords and chords he played during his guitar solo, causing Mraz to play it differently, which he had disagreed with. Okay. Yes, biographer Dan Hedges compared the track to the style of fusion group Return to Forever. Yeah, see? We're in the 70s, you're talking about jazz fusion, you guys talk about Return to Forever, right? And especially just all of this, I mean, that's like jazz prog, right? This is like, yes, it's like the rock version, right? That's how it sounds to me. That's how the last album was. That's how the first track, Gates of Delirium, was, especially the beginning part, like towards the beginning more, was more like that to me. It's like rock Return to Forever. Kind of, you know. Kind of, you know. Anyways, all right. Sound Chaser. Let's do it. Bam. Yeah, especially all these kind of sounds. Chick, you know? I mean, just Chick would use this sound. Totally would. Yeah. Like low mid, just like there's not clarity there. It's like it just creates a cloud. It's like a puffy cloud over everything.
From the moment I reached out to hold, I felt a sound, and what touches our soul slowly moves as touch rebounds, and to know that tempo will continue, lost in trance of dances as rhythm takes another turn. As is my one, I only reach to look in your eyes.
Yeah. Yeah, my only thing is, it just has to do with Sonics. Like, I wish that it was just clearer. Then it would just come across better. It would hit harder. It would be, like, sharper. It feels just foggy in so many areas, and that's the problem to me. The music sounds great. Music sounds cool. It's interesting. They're to me doing a lot of the same. Is just a continuation of the last album to me, but not as clean sounding. It's like I'd rather hear the music is cool. I want to hear it like I heard the last album, and that's it. To me, that would because of that, I'd rather hear the last album than this. Just for that reason. Musically, this sounds cool. It sounds interesting. They're being adventurous. This is, you know, real prog right here, right? they're like in it. It's not that like halfway prog or proggy or like developing prog. It's like, no, we're prog now. We're prog. It's there. I just wish that it was cleaner and I mean, you know, they're saying mix. Felt that the keyboards overall were buried in the final mix. You know, you can't just having clarity and separation, that kind of matters. That means that everything, this is the whole entire, you know, if this box that you're seeing is your whole entire sonic space, everything needs their space. There's the stuff that's in the middle. There's the stuff that's on the sides. There's the stuff that's down low. There's the stuff that's up high, right? And if it's just too covered and cloudy and just a mess, you know, if everything is just living here, which is kind of what it sounds like. It's like this whole area right here is like low mids, and just this stuff all over here just is like this, where it needs to be cleaned up so that you hear me like this. That to me is the difference in how the last record sounded compared to this. And again, it's not, to me, it's not specifically the music's fault. Like maybe there are spots and areas where, again, sound design and arrangement could help with those things. You do have to consider that stuff, just musically, not thinking about recording, right? But just musically, it's like if you're playing keys and it's in the same range as where the bass is and where the drums more or less are, right? The toms and the kick and the snare and all that, and where the guitar is, everything is just gonna be in that area, as opposed to, well, maybe try a different voicing. Maybe move that voicing up an octave. All those kinds of things. Maybe, you know, for the keyboards, take some of that low end out of your sound. Same thing potentially for the guitar. Just different things like that, right? So that's my only critique to me of this, of both of these songs so far, and I imagine the last one also, right? Musically, it all sounds cool. Sonically is where I'm like wishing that it were better. Yeah. And this is like the deluxe, like the remixed, right? This is like remixed or whatever. Yeah, the remaster. This is a 2003 remaster that I'm listening to. So even with that, it's like, it's just how it's recorded. But yeah, musically it's cool. Musically I dig it. It's cool. Again, it just sounds like a continuation of the last album, which I was cool. I'm down with the last album. Right, I still have not listened to it more than once yet. I have still only listened to it the one time, but I intend to listen to it more than once. I intend to put it on in the car and all that kind of thing. I just haven't yet. So, for me in my time, I just finished it yesterday. So I'm starting Relayer today, the next day. So, anyways, yeah, that's what's going on so far. All right, closing it out. Up next, To Be Over. I'll catch you then. Later.